Women's political representation in Nigeria's 2023 elections is the lowest since the Fourth Republic. Out of 1,553 women who contested in the 2023 elections, only 72 won their various seats, 3 senators and 14 House of Representative members in the National Assembly, 48 at the state assemblies and 7 deputy governors. 5 women shared their experiences of the 2023 elections, from media visibility to vote buying, internal party issues, and how to increase women's representation ahead of 2027.
Politics is an experience, and in preparing for this election, I came from, I'm a professional. I had worked in the corporate sector for over 30 years, and when I retired in 2020, I knew that I wanted to impact. I knew I had wanted to play the game of politics, but playing it in a different, disruptive manner. And in doing so, I needed to come up with some innovative, strategic thinking to be able to cause the disruption, make the difference that I wanted to make. Now, there were election day shocks. There were things that I realized that, on level of hindsight, one should have taken into cognition, like the agent tags. We were disenfranchised because the party, my party SDP, did not have a strong structure on ground, right? So they in trying to ensure that we had agents in all the wards and in all the units, in the local government, in each local government, right? We didn't have all our agent tags properly. All the agents didn't receive their tags. So, and in collecting it, in distributing it, we had to do that like the night before. So that was a party thing which I depended on the party to achieve and to ensure that it worked. But those who were ready to vote for me, especially the women, the youth, because my likability index was good, right? But on the day, I didn't know that there would be a flagrant abuse, vote buying, voter suppression, where candidates who were being bought or who from the other parties were showing money, to basically say, look, if you vote for me, this is what is waiting for you. And of course, I was approached that what is the money that we needed to spend for those who were going to vote for me. And I said, no, I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to buy votes. That wasn't part of the ethics and of the game changing that I wanted to play in politics. I wasn't going to buy votes. I wasn't going to do that. And I guess that probably didn't go down well with some people.
Pre-elections was very simple and straight. I had left the party that I was in. I was done with politics, and I just felt that it wasn't really going anywhere, and I wanted to do other things. And after that, the other parties now came looking for me, saying the problem had always been none of the bigger parties don't give me a ticket, and they felt that if I was given a ticket, I could win and I would make a good senator. So they all started to sort of headhunt me, but at the end of the day, I considered 1 or 2 others before I finally settled on Labour. And we had primaries unopposed. I wasn't opposed at the senatorial primaries, and it was very simple and straightforward. But after that, then it was a new party, so we had to start putting our organizational structures in place. We had some, but we needed some more. So we were building them up as we went along, and we had the support of the people, but we still needed to have some sort of organization. And then there was the campaigns, which was long, because it's the first time we've had a campaign this long. It was also a bit hectic and expensive. I've been at this for a while. I'm quite experienced at a lot of the challenges because I've had to face them in the last 20 years. So by the time I got to this place, I could pretty much anticipate them. Security, for one, that was a major one. There were certain places I would go to in the past, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. without a thought. Now, 10 o'clock, you can't go to such places. And even all these things, violence also was a major challenge, which didn't used to be the case in the FCT. I don't know why it's suddenly being introduced. That was one of them. I must say, I got a lot of support from the people, which made a lot of things easier. They campaigned for me. It wasn't like before where I would do most of the campaigning. A lot of people got involved, campaigned in their neighborhoods, campaigned in their communities for me.
Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ti dáadáa tèmi ó kà sí because tí kò bá sí gbogbo àwọn challenges yẹn journey yẹn ò ní wà so interesting, kò sóyìn yẹn ò dẹ̀ ní dùn sọ bí a ṣe ń sọ yìí. So mo rántí nígbà tá a ṣe primary election tán ní orí issue party ó wà dáadáa tó wọ́pọ̀ tí a fa ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn títí tá a dé Supreme Court ní Abuja tí wọ́n sì ti court ní Abuja sì tún sọ pé èmi náà ni candidate party. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi tọ́kọ̀ òsì jọ̀kan bọ̀ èmi ò rí kíní bí nǹkan tí ó pọ̀ jù fún mi torí mo rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí opportunity tí mo rí ó wà very rare, ó kò common. Àgbà tí mo dẹ̀ téèyàn bá ti mọrú iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run bá gbé fún yàn, èèyàn náà ó múra. Èèyàn ó dẹ̀ láti dìkàn pé gbogbo ohun tí màá bá máa rí nínú kíní yìí ò mo fẹ́ kó máa jẹ́ ohun tí màá mọ̀ fi tẹ̀rín tọ̀yàyà gbà ní because ilé ayé gan outside politics kò ṣe nǹkan tó smooth. You just have to hustle, run here and there, go up, go down. Just kéèyàn kàn máa relent, don't give up. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ kíní kan wọ́n ní òṣèlú pé ẹ̀gbin pọ̀ ńbẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń sọ pé ìdọ̀tí pọ̀ ńbẹ̀, oríṣiríṣi atrocities ká sà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. And this politics gbogbo èèyàn la ní, òṣèlú yìí gbogbo it is for everybody. Tí mo yẹ sọ láwọn pé constitution wa kò dárúkọ pé ọkùnrin kò exclude pé kó dárúkọ gender kan nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ election politics. It is everybody, it's for everybody, and politics yìí à ń sọ náà ní láti ìgbà tó ti bí wa òun ló ń decide wa títí tá a fi kú òun náà ló ń decide. Kí ló dé tá à ń shy away? So let everybody come on the table. There are many things here you can contribute to our society.
You're campaigning, you're trying to get your message across, you're trying to make yourself seen and available to as much more people within the constituency. And this time, for the first time in the 2023 elections, we had a very long, campaign period that my party was excluded by INEC. So that was my experience. We got to literally election day, and we found out that INEC had not put us on the ballot. So that was the unique challenge that I faced. But of course, up until then, it was the regular, campaigning and doing a lot of media and doing a lot of meeting all the stakeholders within my constituency. This is my second time contesting. I actually ran in 2021 for the councillorship of this ward, Lekki Ikate ward. So between May 2021 and last year, I had run twice, so it was a bit of a roller coaster 2 years for me. So in 2021, we were on the ballot, we contested the election. After that, we went to the tribunal because there were a lot of irregularities. So it was a long drawn out process. And then shortly after, I started the next one, which is running for State House of Assembly. So it's been a busy last 2 years, very, very tasking for me. But I will not trade the experience for anything. It has been such a blessing because I've grown so much, I've learned so much, and there's so much to be thankful for. But unfortunately, I had the disappointment in these last elections, where we were excluded. INEC excluded us in contempt of a Supreme Court judgment. We have been on the ballot before. I have contested on that platform before for the local government election. So if we are not a legal party, how did that happen? And even there was a Supreme Court judgment affirming, our valid state as a party, but INEC, decided to do what they did. So a lot of people were of the opinion that, I should contest it, but I felt that it was the party's battle to fight, not mine. As a candidate, you expend yourself a lot, you put yourself out there. I did everything that I could have possibly done as a candidate, I told you, from May. So over a period of almost 9 to 10 months, I put everything on the line, and that was the result that I got. So it's not really my battle, because ultimately, yes, I suffered the effect, but it was the party that was excluded. But lessons have been learned. I've taken it in very good faith. I'm at peace with the outcome. I know that nothing has been wasted. I would like to see a woman in positions of like defense. I would like to see women in more positions that are not typically assigned to women. But whatever it is, even in security, because think about it, all the Boko Haram, and if you go to the IDP camps, majority of the people who are displaced and who are affected by insecurity are women. So at the end of the day, we need women in that decision-making process in securing our nation. So I think more women need to be carried along. And some people might ask me, Tari, where are the qualified women to do that? But there are. There always are. They are working in silence somewhere. We just need to find them. We need to encourage them. We need to, draw them out of their comfort zone. And we will see the change that we really seek at the end of the day.
My experience has been a very rough one. Very rough one, as super rough, because I'll tell you that I've been on this trench from 2007. I saw a lot of, woman to be governor, how? Everybody's saying that. And then 2015, as a former managing director, I stepped down from my office as a managing director to still render my service, and then I contested to be governor of Benue State. In that election, I actually was second runner-up in the primary. But then it was still, the primaries were actually not well conducted, with a lot of irregularities. And because of that, we left, and we actually did not accept the result of the election. So election proper had a lot of challenges. There was a lot of vote buying. People were, because Nigerian population, the masses, over 70% of the people are living below the poverty depths. You discover that people are willing to vote for as little as 500 naira, as little as we give them 20 pieces of Maggie. My people were calling from the field, Excellency, people are here ready to vote for you, but we need to give them some Maggie and we need to give them salt. So on the day of election, people were still giving Maggie and giving pepper and giving rice, some few models of rice. So the poverty in the country actually made the masses give out their vote for very little amounts, or like nothing.
For the women who contested and lost in 2023, politics is a journey and not a destination. These are the words of Senator Ireti Kingibe.
Politics is a journey, not a destination. So they lost this time. Another 4 years is still coming. And now is the time to get up and we start building their structures, working towards ensuring that they do win in the next one.
We salute Nigerian women who dared to contest, we acknowledge the women who voted, and we commend every woman who participated in our democratic governance. We urge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration to appoint and include more women in the leadership arm of government, because only when men and women govern together comes the assurance of progress, stability, and unity. God bless Nigeria.